Hello. About 8 years ago, I had the privilege of meeting Sam Girod here in Illinois as he was giving a lecture concerning some of the products he had created at one of the local Amish herb shops. At that time, my wife had a pretty large mole on the back of her shoulder, and I was real concerned about it. It looked cancerous. And we wanted to, I tried a couple of different remedies that I had heard of and looked up, and they didn't work. But Sam, in his speech, he assured us that this product here, TO-MOR-GONE, would get rid of that mole, that it would shrivel it up, and it would fall off. Well, let's look at the ingredients of this TO-MOR-GONE, which now is just called black salve, which it says, the ingredients are bloodroot, galangal root, which is real similar to ginger root, sheep sorrel, red clover, geranium, cedar wood, beeswax, and olive oil. And this is the product. Now I'm going to open it up here to show you that it took about 2/3 of this canister here, this little can, to get rid of that mole. It took about 3.5 months, and sure enough, that mole just shriveled up to the size of a pea, and it just flaked right off. And the smell of Sam's products are just unbelievable. This ointment here, this salve, has a huge, healthy, aromatic, robust smell. It just makes you feel better just to smell it. And there's nothing in here of dangerous or at all. Nothing. It is a good product. But he was selling it as, he's accused by the FDA of selling this product as a medicine because he had testimonials. And this is a testimonial for sure. About 3 years ago, I came to work in this part of the forest right here. I call this the stinging nettle forest because all these plants you see here are stinging nettle. They'll chew your tail up. And there was a big log that had fallen off the hill here, and I was cutting it up. And I had left the shop, and I had just grabbed a pair of glasses, similar to these. And what had happened is one of the plastic rests, as it hit your nose there, was on the side of my nose, and it made a hole. Made a hole there. And it wouldn't heal because I had other glasses that I had to use, and sweat would get in it. And that day when I was working, I kept hitting the glasses to keep them on my face because I didn't realize at the time that that little plastic piece was missing. I tried hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, baking soda, ointment, triple antibiotics. I tried everything to cure or heal that wound. And then I was doing some takes for a producer friend of mine, Jerry Griffin, down in Alabama. He's got a movie coming out that I'm going to be featured in. And on some of the takes that I sent him, I noticed that, wow, you know, that bobo was on the side of my nose. You can really see it there. So like dark purplish, reddish, and it didn't look good at all. It didn't look healthy at all. I said, well, I got to do something on that. I got to do something. So I went back to Mary, our local herbalist, great lady, and I pulled her in the back and I said, hey, Mary, look, I got this bobo on my nose. What have you got that that can cure that or heal it up? And she goes, oh, Sam, try Sam's product, the original chickweed. Okay, this is it. This is to prove that I actually use these. And again, you'll be able to see that a little over half a teaspoon of it, and 6 days later, the sore was gone. It was healed up. I'd been trying to heal it for at least 2.5, 3 years, and with Sam's product, I applied it, put a little round Band-Aid on it, and it just healed it right up. And the ingredients here are rosemary, beeswax, olive oil, peppermint, chickweed, and eucalyptus. Well, there's nothing harmful there, is there? No. But Sam was making these without a permit, so the FDA says. That's what he's accused of. Well, when it comes to these ingredients, like in the TO-MOR-GONE, bloodroot, galangal root, sheep sorrel, red clover. You can go on Amazon and you can buy tinctures, pills, salves. You can buy all kinds of medicines that have these ingredients in them. And well, I guess one of the problems, bloodroot, galangal root, and sheep sorrel, if you go on WebMD, it tells you right there, these are cancer inhibitors. Okay, okay. Well, then what is Sam's real crime? His real crime is that he combined them in a salve that didn't mold, that kept together in temperatures that worked. Now, sheep sorrel is one of the main ingredients in what they call the Essiac tea. People that are familiar with homeopathic cancer cures, you know what Essiac tea is. And bloodroot also. But my question is, does the FDA, do they go after everybody that sells products like this on Amazon and want to see their lab and want to see their permit? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the same thing with this. Rosemary, peppermint, chickweed. You can go online, and especially Amazon.com, and they sell this stuff in other herb shops. They sell this stuff in bulk. You can buy as much of it as you want, but their prices are a whole lot higher than Sam's products. So Sam was accused of manufacturing a medicine without a permit, and that's his federal offense. Now, they want to send him up the river for 68 years. He got convicted on 13 charges, and you can look at some of the links below that I'm going to put here and see other videos that people have done, and you find out more about Sam Girod's situation with the federal government, the FDA. And you'll see how the FDA just rolled all over him. Why pick on Sam? That's my question. Why pick on him? Why aren't you going after some of these other people? Now, Sam, he's a good man. Has anyone ever OD'd because of either of these products? No. Has anyone ever committed suicide because they used Sam's products? No. Has anyone ever died because they used these products of Sam's? No. And I doubt very seriously if they ever will. Now, Sam had to relabel the TO-MOR-GONE into black salve or a couple of different things, and I don't think the FDA was approved of any of the titles of the stickers that he actually came up with. Big boo-boo, I suppose. Now, if someone were to sell heroin, get caught with heroin or crystal methamphetamine, have you ever heard of any of them getting charged with a federal offense of selling a medicine without a license? No. Well, heroin, that would be a medicine similar to morphine, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah. Methamphetamine would be similar to a medicine called amphetamine, wouldn't it? Yeah. Were they making medicinal claims? Well, I guess they were, if they were just even manufacturing the product, wouldn't you say? But how many of them have you ever heard of that got popped and they were charged with a class 10 felony or whatever it is of selling their product without a permit? No. Now, what happens to a heroin dealer or a meth dealer when they get caught? Do they get put on trial for 68 years of incarceration? Well, no. What do? They slap them on the hand, put them on probation, and turn them out on the street, make them take a urine test. Well, I suggest to the judge, why don't you do the same thing with Sam Girod? Slap him on the hand, first offense, put probation on him, and make him take a urine test. Make this Amish herbalist, he's got I guess a dozen kids, and make him give you a urine sample. And just check, make sure he's got no drugs in his system. No, can't do that. We want to send him up the river for 68 years, which is preposterous. All of these Amish herbal shops that sell his products in the Midwest are now scared to death that the feds are going to come in and seize their products and their stock, and some of them are even getting out of the business. They're selling, they've reduced the prices on all their herbs and vitamins and colloidal minerals. They're getting out of the business because of Sam Girod and what they're doing to it. And that hurts people like me. It hurts the community because I buy a lot of product from our local herb shop. Very handy to just go down the street and pick up what you need. Now, given all this, and we know for a fact that the feds don't go bust all these people on Amazon.com, and you will be able to see from the links below exactly how they busted Sam Girod. It's all very well documented, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in because I know Sam. I knew Sam. I'd met him. I'd spoken to him, and he's done me a lot of good, and my wife a lot of good. He's done everyone in this community good. Everyone uses his products with no problems and no complaints. Great price point too. My suggestion for Sam is this: if you get out of this, Sam, pull your product from all these little Amish herb shops and let the feds know you're not selling it there. Relabel it, get with an English that's pretty good with a computer, and just sell your product in bulk. Just put something like Sam Girod on it and the ingredients. You don't have nothing else. Nothing else. And sell them on Amazon.com, double the price. So people all over the world can buy your product and use your fine product. Sam's only crime: you put it together in a suspension that didn't mold, that doesn't go sour, and the smell is just so invigorating, so invigorating. I ask you to check out Sam's story, pray for Sam and his family, and hope for the best. He's going to be sentenced in June. Have mercy on him, Judge. Thank you.